We are in London, Ontario for this year's World Financial Group Continental Cup. The battle of the best continues here in London. Eriksson trying to make it happen. Oh, well done. We began day two with the world in front. However, North America has battled back this morning. Now the teams find themselves tied. This afternoon, two Roar winners will step on the ice. Miskew and Ben Hebert join forces for mixed doubles. Draw 5 Continental Cup continues. Our home for the 4 days here in London is the Western Fair Sports Centre. On this second day, Friday afternoon, we come inside and we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Continental Cup. Cheryl Russ alongside. Okay, let's get you caught up on what happened this morning. Team play. And Kevin Cooey, after winning the curling trials in Ottawa, hasn't been on the ice till he got here. Boy, he hasn't missed a beat. This is against Peter de Cruz earlier today.
Well, you want to be trending up as you head towards the Olympics, but he's already there, and he's sending a definite message to the other Olympic teams.
So he goes on to the win. Ina Roth will represent the United States out of Madison, Wisconsin, as she plays the Swiss representative, Silvana Tiranzoni.
Well, Ina Roth all year, in the last couple of years, has been very, very accurate with the draws. But look at this run back for a 2 to take the lead and never relinquish it.
As she wins it 5-4. Meanwhile, Michelle Englot, who will be Team Canada at the Scotties, couple of weeks, Penticton, on the ice, struggling. Their game really hasn't come together so far. Needs to make something happen before the Scotties. And this doesn't help, does it, as she throws it through and she loses to Satsuki Fujisawa. And so as we enter this day of mixed doubles on a Friday afternoon, we are all tied at 6-6. In the race to 30.5. Miskew, Ben Hebert, they will be a team together. The last time they were paired was a couple of years ago, and they lost. What you have to consider here is who to play what shots.
Well, you're right, because it's usually the man in the middle throwing the 3 rocks. But in this case, Ben's going to think outside the box, because that's Ben. But it makes some sense. Emma actually said to Brian Mudryk earlier in an interview, she doesn't like throwing that first freeze. Who better to throw the first freeze? The guy right behind her, Ben Hebert. Then that allows him to sweep 3 in a row. He's pretty good at that, too.
And it's much the same situation when you look at the team that the world will put together in Sarah McManus, who throws third stones. Christopher Sundgren, he's a lead as well. So what do you do?
Well, McManus and Sundgren, they played together last year, and Christopher threw lead and 5. So he was 1 and 5 last year. So I think it's critical just find the player that is most comfortable setting up that very first stone and also playing that last shot stone.
So that's what we have ahead from London on this Friday afternoon. It's mixed doubles. It's Team North America against Team World, the Continental Cup.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, the other games on the ice, it's an all mixed doubles afternoon. Kate Cameron, Mark Kennedy teaming up for North America. Cameron from Michelle Englot. And of course, Mark Kennedy from Kevin Cooey. Joanne Courtney from Rachel Holman's team, and John Schuster, who will skip the U.S. Olympic team on the ice. Our featured game will be right in the middle of the 3 mixed doubles. Time to meet the teams now. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. So Miskew, who throws the third stones for Rachel Holman. Ben Hebert, who throws the lead rocks for Kevin Cooey. Against Sarah McManus, the third for Anna Hasselborg, will represent Sweden. And Christopher Sundgren, who is the lead for Nicholas Edin, again, the Swedish Olympia. Quick change in the scoreboard, and it is the World that does have the last rock. And so to get us underway, and here we go. There's question answered right away. Ben Hebert will throw 1 and 5.
Yeah, we guessed right, Cheryl. It just makes sense with this particular lineup. Emma's a great player. She thought the theory used to be if you're going to throw 3 instead of 2, it might as well be the curler that throws more weight with the hits. You can clean things up. You can make the run backs. But Emma's good at that to begin with. Ben's, that's his shot right there. He's going to be so close to that, and he's not afraid to throw the last one either. So I think it's a way better system.
So if you're watching this and seeing this mixed doubles, which will be part of the Olympics, Caitlin Laws, John Morris will represent Canada in the mixed doubles. With Team World having the last rock, their stone is placed at the back edge of the 4. North American guard is out in front, and then of course the first thing you try to do if you're Hebert is try to come down and close off the end, but he comes up just that little bit light.
Caught in between there though. They just either wanted to get around or short of it.
Well, you see McManus and Sundgren doing the same thing. And I'm not surprised at this that Christopher's throwing lead stone, because that's what they did last year.
No, throw heavy draw.
Level of comfort from playing together in the last year's Continental Cup as well.
So Hebert throws 1st and 5th stone.
What do you think?
2, 3, and 4 now will be thrown by Emma Miskew.
Which gets Ben Hebert as her brusher, which is also a plus.
A little extra, eh?
Yeah.
Emma played a couple of Continental Cups with Ryan Fry as well. That's where they formed that union to play mixed doubles competitively and try and win the mixed doubles championship.
This just running great weight by Emma. Didn't come up at all.
And just taps it back. Now they're sitting 2, Team World. But both of them back at the tee line, both back 4.
First end, you usually get lots of bite, get that big curl. Have to keep an eye on that. It didn't do much. Weight was pretty close.
De får ju fickan, men vi kommer åt den ändå. Easier than hitting. Kommer jag ha en ficka där? Vill du dra och täcka fickan?
Ja, alltså där du visade.
They can't take both paths away for Team North America here, so no matter where Team World puts this, there's going to be an option with the in or the out turn. We'll be trying to get this right down to the button.
It's coming pretty quick here.
Ja, gå förbi. Yep. Go.
And back it'll go, and through it'll go.
You want to freeze or you want to hit?
They really would have been better to rack on that yellow and move it over a bit. There's just such a nice yellow wall there for Emma to lock one in.
If you see any misses in mixed doubles, it tends to be that, because you're rushing a little bit, it's fast. You don't take that settle time to throw those draws. You don't often see anything left short, which is the key. That would be the error to miss, is leave something short.
Well, there's a chance now for Miskew to get in here, and Ben Hebert asked her, do you want to hit or do you want to draw? So it appears that she's elected to draw. Hebert has come up to join her.
A nice little pocket back there to
I got heavy.
nestle into.
No. Line's pretty good, but no bounce.
Line only.
Whoa. Just wait. No bounce.
Very good, Em.
And nestles in nicely.
Frysa på
For
där, eller?
shot rock, let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Emma Miskew and Ben Hebert.
Well, it sounds pretty simple, but they bought into this theory. We talk about Hebert's ability to make that come around freeze. We know Emma can hit, so it's that simple. Give Emma the hits, give Benny the draws, preferably the out-turn draw, because that's all he likes.
Still a little slow.
It's not that fast there.
No, yeah, I know.
Ben thought that was heavy out of Emma's hand, so to keep an eye on that too. Beautiful shot.
Well, that's the other thing in the mixed doubles. The paths, there's new paths you're playing on longer. You can be in the 4th end and not bend down a path, and so you have to really be aware.
Someone, please. Flashing red.
So they have a problem with the stone. It looks like the umpire has been called. She's tried to reset the stone, and it's flashing red.
Yeah, periodically the batteries start to die, and that's the warning sign. The official will probably stand at the hog line and let her throw it just to speed play up a little bit.
Ska hon bara kolla eller? Vad sa du?
We're going old school. Remember when they used to have the umpire sitting on the chairs?
Oh, yes.
And they'd have to look across a couple of sheets.
That would have been a lot of pressure.
Känns där va? Har plats.
Helt okej ändå.
Hyfsad linje med Maren, hon läser
Helt
själv.
okej. Bra fart.
If I remember correctly, it was a number of years now. We've become used to these eye on the hog. University of Saskatchewan in Saskatoon, I believe, was the developer of this. Let's take a look now at the keys then for the world team, McManus and Sundgren.
Well, I think one of the things you really have to be aware of, especially with hammer, is a bail point. You have to have one player really watching the rocks left in play, or you're going to come down, suddenly it's last rock, and you have no sight to the forefoot. And borrowing time, what I mean by that is when the other guys are throwing, you should be coming and having a discussion with your opposition player and figuring out 2 or 3 shots that you're going to play. Because there's not a lot of time in this game, and you can't waste that time, valuable time.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Good ad, easy, easy.
Weight's good.
It's hanging, it's not curling. Just for weight. We're on the yellow.
You can get it across maybe and get a roll in. Is that what he's seeing here?
Yeah, exactly. Try to tick it and roll in.
Shot.
Well brushed.
He'll get to the top edge of the 4. Shot rock. Back edge of the button belongs to North America.
Emma was screaming lots of room there, but Ben's job is to put it on the X, and he knew it was light, so he kind of ignored the fact and he just bet on it curling, and it did just enough to kick off this yellow.
I mean, I couldn't have done anything with it. If I leave it, it's only probably half in the 8th. I don't know what they're doing, though.
It ran
What are they
straighter
doing?
longer than the other one.
That rock Emma just threw at the 1 o'clock position, top of the 4-foot. If they try to get to the inside here, it's just going to carry them back in towards the button off that yellow.
First one a little. Oh no, you got heavy. Yeah.
What is sure what they've got here.
So if I throw sweeping weight, I need to take less ice.
I don't even know what they have.
No, it's
I'm not sure. Maybe she's trying to just hit it.
Throwing some type of bomb.
Well, running anything in, because that North American stone, the red, is nestled in there, it's not going anywhere, I'm assuming, right?
exactly, yeah, that's not moving at all.
Oh boy, this could be a shot for the wrong team here.
Yeah, she's all over Emma's.
I think they were trying to get through that small port.
And now they're sitting 2 without last rock, North America, Miskew and Hebert.
Yeah. Yep.
See anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Sweeper?
Yep.
Out-turn guard. Ben threw the out-turn to start this end, so he knows exactly what this will do. Just guard that top yellow. Be really tough to get in there if you're Team World.
Vilken fart vill du spela då? Jävligt tunn.
Okay, halfway.
Yeah, air on the wide side.
Spela hellre lite, alltså åtminstone sagt.
Ja.
So you gotta go hard. Hard for weight. I got it.
Ben will muscle his way in. He pulled the string on this, so he may as well do the work.
That's gross out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just went that much wider. Maybe the other turn would have made sense. Yeah, that's what you got to deal with, Kevin, a lead like that.
I should have taken the same ice.
It's still like
Help wanted ad just went in the paper.
Big weight, and I think you can get both those reds to go. I just don't know with the back one if it might jam on that yellow.
2.
Could spin over the top.
It's for 2. Jesus.
Det är att vi kan se till att squeeza ut den där röda, men det har du. Fallerar du typ 9.
The back one's not going very far though, is it, Cheryl?
Well, that's what I was just wondering, if it would kind of redirect off that back yellow and up over, but I think it's just jamming.
It looks like it's missing it, yeah. So they're probably playing that same tap they missed.
You know, the interesting thing is just we know what stones do when they come together. If they hit this right, it just might gear off both of them and spin out.
Oh, hands up.
Needs to curl.
Well, he's a little wide. Look out. And a wide all the way. And he'll drive it through. And it'll be a steal of 2. Our first update on this Friday afternoon mixed doubles here at the Continental Cup. 1-2 reds. Right on the pin. They belong to Joanne Courtney and John Schuster representing North America. Valentine Tanner and Silvana Tiranzoni. A couple of Swiss Olympians teamed up. And this is the final stone for Tiranzoni, the skip of the Swiss women's Olympic team, and will spin away. 1-2. Yes, John, those 2. 2-0, steal 2. Throwing them right at you as Miskew and Hebert pick up a steal of 2. And there you see the situation as the team World Stone is placed at back 4, center line. First stone from Ben Hebert looks like it came up short again.
Yeah, quite a bit.
As there are 2 center guards there, and now trying to come around is Christopher Sundgren.
Really good weight on that, just didn't get any finish at the end.
So you thinking edge of 8 or?
Yeah, a little wider. It was really working.
Miskew.
I thought they might tap the open yellow back a bit. Can't tap it out yet, obviously. That would be a hit. It's too early. First 3 have to be
really good. No bounce.
draws.
Try and get this in position.
Line's good if the weight's good.
Shot, Emma.
Pretty
right
nice.
Down to it. But there is some room there, just back of the pinhole.
Got the lineup right.
Well, that's what we've talked about with it should have been Ben's. So they're back 4 foot, and you try and come down, but you don't want to freeze. If it had been Ben's shot when he came up quite short, you want to kind of sit top button.
It's funny, we talked about, you know, Ben throwing that first all-important shot. He was close in the first end, but not perfect. Hogged his other draw, and then came up way light here. So he's not doing the job he's paid to do so far.
Now you do have the option to switch.
Right.
So that's always an interesting. We don't see it very often, but if your first and last rock thrower isn't feeling comfortable, you can decide the next end, hey, I'll do it.
You just have to go to the official and declare.
Obviously, Emma can make that shot. She just made it perfect.
That'll tap back and locks things.
Nice to hit it.
Moves over and sits for the shot stone, edge of the button, T-line.
That's the best.
I just don't want to leave
Just outside edge of 4.
What if I just bump it back 4?
Okay. Well, I think you play the kill it or you play the freeze.
Well,
I don't mind a back full, bump and roll under. Okay, heavy draw.
Yep. Actually, no, I want to do the freeze. I'm just worried it's going to track.
Sure. Same exact throw.
Yep.
This is what we've seen on this ice. You throw that little extra weight, that bump weight, tap weight, and it tracks. You don't get, it doesn't curl is what she's talking about.
And she just made it here, just so the exact same shot. And then you've got Hebert. So if he can
Line's good,
bump it back a foot, albeit, but the freeze is still a good call.
Lots of room.
Yeah, let the sweeper make that shot for you at the end.
Line's pretty good. Yeah, line.
Very, very nice.
Oh, 2 lovely shots. Emma Miskew.
Perfect.
Försöka spela typ bara egen fart bak.
Really warped in.
I got exactly the same weight.
Miss the line on that one.
Gillar du det? Eller tänkte du mer?
Nej, absolut inte.
Nej.
This is the other situation we talk about when you have hammer, which the world does to try and open it up, but you try and play anything on those 2 red guards, and that one's coming right back into the
Nu
forefoot.
hade jag is lite ut på 12an på förra.
Det finns en risk att den tar i våran och så styr lite. Jag tror det är viktigast att vi ligger kvar på toppen där liksom.
Ska jag bara spela typ så här 2 stenar till då, eller?
Ja, ungefär.
Jag tar nästan pantotta då.
Ja.
Var med den, var med den Klippa.
Bak 12.
Vänta.
A little more weight here. They got to really graze the 2 red guards.
Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Ja!
Sundgren.
Wow! Nej! Ja! Nej!
Got to get it going. Here come those guards. By 1, by 2. And now the tap. And they'll bump it back, leaving the North American stone shot rock right on top of the lid.
How good a shots have those been?
Yeah.
I think so.
Just guard here.
This is tough. Yeah. Reds. Third end.
Okay.
Verkligen ett spår innanför. Alltså verkligen. Jag tror jag råkar sätta den typ.
Okay. Could rip the yellow double over here too.
Sorry?
I think you got to play this.
Guard?
Sew it up.
Edge of
Is
top.
there
I
a
don't think it's as slow going this way because we hit
think-
it better.
Yeah, Miller
was there a
ball should be
triple
fine.
combination there on that?
Yeah, you're right. Ben said double, but I think if you make the double, you make the triple.
Should be good.
There's a little bit of danger, though. If Emma tried it and it curved too much, you'd pick out your own.
Yeah.
But I think the
Line's
triple's
pretty
there.
good.
This is the easier of the 2 shots
line?
and still puts the
Pretty
world
good.
under a lot of pressure.
Finish,
Watch this
yep.
curl from here in. Really good angle here.
Yep, yep,
It's pretty
yep.
light, so it hasn't got much time to curl, but look at that go.
Yep, yep.
Good shot.
Yeah, as you come back here, look at these yellows, the way they're lined up.
Yeah, that's the one you're referring to, Vic. Just down here, hit about 2/3 of it. Just get it there. You would then clear that red one, your own red one. That goes right onto there, and they both go out.
Den är jävligt tight men.
Jag tror inte den
All
finns
those
va?
doubles, triples, quadruples that we see, they're really, it's just all a matter of hitting that first object rock in the right spot. It's that simple. It's no harder than a nose hit.
Did they leave a hole, though? I'm just wondering. Like, did Emma's come up enough?
I think so. I think it would have to be a
Yeah.
out turn to get through there. There's a good look at it.
She's losing her shooter.
That's just the brick by me on my first.
If she hits the turns with guard. Like if she hits the center one, it's going straight into it.
Gjorde fan mig rätt nära. Japp.
Bakåt då!
Yellow, yellow tap.
Ja! Wow! Ja!
Bakåt då, bak
Wow,
12!
wow, wow! Nej, nej, nej!
Bak
Nej!
12! Bakåt då!
Nej! Nej, rör inte Klippa!
Bakåt då!
Nej!
10!
Nej!
Tappa!
Nej!
Not far enough.
Ah, sorry.
That's all we have.
Guard the hole.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
There's nothing here.
And that actually was worse for the world because they've sort of
No, they have nothing there.
locked
Yeah,
those
just
2
run back
yellows
going
and protected that red even better.
Good point. Took away everything.
Alltså laddning.
Deras?
The only thing you could
move it so
maybe
it's
do
not
is
staggered.
run that. You can see
What
that
do you-
left hand red.
I think right now they can make it for
Could
2.
run that in.
I think you could drag the 2 reds onto that top
Well,
yellow.
this through the holes for. That's also for 2 because it's jamming.
Why don't I try to make it? Okay.
Yep.
Try and take it all the way.
Yep. Which turn?
There's an extremely small port that they might be able to score, but there's also this, and if you hit it in the right spot and drag a little bit, you might be lucky enough to get it out that way for Team World. So what they're trying to do is guard with Ben Hebert. You're trying to guard this one and this one. So what he's actually going to do is try to make a double guard here. Come down, tap it, maybe roll into that area and kick this one over here. Kind of just jiggle them around a little bit. Takes away the straight back double raise and it takes it back that port.
Mine's good. Wolf can.
Final stone.
You don't want to get by.
For North America.
It's just
no him.
Okay.
It's a definite no.
Oh, if it gets by, that could be ugly.
It's in.
Oh.
Sit. Sit.
Doesn't change anything. Except they don't have that anymore. Now it misses it. Even better. Accidentally perfect.
That ran off.
Did he get a break here?
Yeah, he did.
Den passerar ju nu.
Because he staggered that red yellow at the top of the forefoot, it now misses the shot rock.
You could run that high red in. You could just clip the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you could hurt yourself. Or is that port still there?
It's so small,
I know.
Cheryl. I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm not even sure there is one.
Ja, jag tyckte också det. Jag har den där klippa.
Flash here if it bounces off that.
Is there anything on that right side as we look at it, playing the yellow combination?
Don't think so, because the yellow is in the wrong spot at the top of the four.
It's super thin. So
It might be for 4, right?
Christopher Sundgren trying to find a way through, and he will not. Look out. And they'll finally settle, and that's your shot stone.
Yep.
North America will pick up a steal of one. They lead it 3-0. Well, let's continue with our updates on this Friday afternoon. It's Joanne Courtney and John Schuster representing North America. Silvana Tiranzoni and Valentine Tanner for Team World. Courtney and Schuster picked up a steal of 2 in the first, and now this is Tiranzoni again, the Swiss skip. Tanner, who throws the lead stones for Peter de Cruz, who will represent the Swiss in Pyeongchang, and that results in a steal of 1 more, so 3-0. Courtney and Schuster. Kate Cameron and Mark Kennedy are playing together, representing North America, throwing the red stones. They are sitting the shot rock against Satsuki Fujisawa and Christopher Sva. After the world got 3 in the first, final stone for Kate Cameron, who throws the third stones for Michelle Englot. Mark Kennedy, of course, third for Kevin Cooey, and going to his second Olympics. And the angle raise doesn't work. That's what they get, a single. And so it's 3-1, Fujisawa and Sva leading. On this messy Friday afternoon, lots of snow after milder temperatures today. And people are saying it's quite nasty outside. Glad that we're inside here at the Western Fair Sports Center. And this second day coverage, the World Financial Group Continental Cup.
Lock it right on.
Well, Ben made a great freeze. You see that red in the middle on his first one. And then Team World came down right on top of it. You know, I sometimes wonder with Team World situation when you have that hammer, if you could throw a little extra weight and try to unlock that freeze, like get your back one out of the way. It's kind of your only way of making some room for you to score a couple or more.
Yeah, because you do really need 2 here, and you're right, not much real estate left when Ben's is locked on there.
Yep.
And then, like you and I were saying, you throw a little extra weight. Maybe you don't make that, but you could split the guard off.
So true.
And then you open it up, you give yourself a chance.
I'm really shocked we don't see more of that.
Yeah, the tick.
Yeah.
Samma håll som ni, eller?
Nej.
Out then.
Like you say, back 8, so the appropriate weight, back 8, back line, somewhere in there. You get by, you unlock it. You don't get by, you roll for 2 corners.
Vänta linje om du kan.
Okay. Gärna hålla igång lite.
Ja, håll igång då. Du har massa plats just nu. Ha plats.
So here's the situation you're talking about. Now, even if this is made, you're only sitting 1, I believe. And then how do you throw any weight with those staggered guards in the way?
Ja, klicka lite då.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty simple, clear plan without Hammer.
Nice to
You
move
just
this out of here.
everything to the button. But with Hammer, I think there could be a lot more things tried.
No question. Even if that was made properly, you're only sitting 1. It's still locked, frozen, bends. You need 1 rock to make the double peel. You need another rock to unlock bends. You need another rock to get bends out of there.
Right.
You only got 3 left.
Yeah. Smash on theirs to pick ours out. They'll lie 1.
Okay.
Which isn't terrible. I think I like to hit and roll.
Okay. Hack. You think edge of 4?
Yeah, I like it. Maybe just a hair outside edge of 4 with hack. I think gives a run straighter.
I'm worried if I do it for them.
Let's do it then. Let's make it edge of 4.
I think the really neat thing with mixed doubles right now, especially in Canada, is we haven't played it for very long. So you're going to see teams start to finesse and try different things. And you know, we saw teams playing the tick on the corner when the power play was done, working out what works for their team, and that might be one of the shots that starts to come into play.
Hebert.
Oh.
And over on top. And now that shot stone is surrounded.
Really nice.
She's on fire, Vic.
It's a tough 2 now.
Great shot, Emma.
Lite på den här, eller?
Då petar vi ut den här, då är vi körda. Då det är matchen.
Ja, okej. Så var... Där eller där? Här, eller?
Ja, hellre där.
Gillar du det?
Ja. Petar vi ut det där, då är vi helt körda.
Va?
Petar vi ut det där, då är vi helt körda. Då ber jag att de har egen sen också.
Stagger.
No.
That's actually my shitty shot worked out.
Whatever. So this side up, so this side up.
Jo, rätt bra. Ganska nära. Japp. Wow. Bra linje. Perfekt linje. Japp. Wow.
Bra fart.
Wow. Vänta.
Both teams, World and America, come with coaches. The coach of Team World is Fredrik Lindberg of Sweden. Their captain is David Murdoch. Murdoch, of course, a silver medal winner in Sochi, having lost the gold medal game to Brad Jacobs. And David now is retired, and he's working for British Curling, and he's with Brian.
Vic, joined by David, and for years we've got to see you on the ice competing. A lot of fans in Canada know you very well. You're a captain now. Tell me about this role. How's the squad looking so far?
Yeah, it's exciting to be part of such an elite crew, you know, all Olympic teams. A lot of people I know very well, and now I'm in charge, so, you know, I've been cracking the whip a little bit.
Got to tell you, it's been pretty good for North America. 5 years, 5 straight wins. How do you throw them off this year?
Yeah, no, it's obviously very difficult to come over here, and you know, it's tough with the language barrier and things. But we've done a lot of homework this year. We've got a couple of cards up our sleeves, and hopefully we had a good start. We've got some good momentum, so hopefully we can keep that going.
You meet a lot of great memories on the ice. A lot of people remember your World Championship win against Kevin Martin. Vic just mentioned that silver medal in Sochi. For you, has it been tough to step away from the game?
Oh, for sure. I think for any athlete to step away from the game, they're always going to miss it. And I'm absolutely going to miss that. But being part of the coaching setup now, I've really enjoyed what I've been doing so far. It's my first year in, but I've really enjoyed it, and I see that as hopefully my future.
What do you want to see from your squad to try close this thing out the next few days?
Well, you know, they've started real good. We had a great day yesterday. Today we're keeping things running, but we just need to keep putting pressure on. You know, keep that good feeling going. There's a lot of good fun going on with the guys, and that's something we've tried to install. And they're playing well too. So
Why aren't you wearing Christopher Schwab's pants, by the way? How come not you?
I don't think I could pull those off. With Christopher, he's a special guy, you know, so it's only he could do that.
Aye, Captain. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian.
And we can't forget David also won a world championship in 2006 against Jean-Michel Menard. Yes.
That's right.
Nej.
Like right now, I still don't see why they get two.
They don't.
I don't know, like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, David's had quite a career. I remember the one Skins game. He must have been 110% to win that. He's one of those highlight reel guys, you know.
Yeah, he likes the crowds. He
Yeah,
plays
yeah,
well.
yeah.
He likes
I think
to
we
play
gotta
in
guard that
Canada.
red one.
Just leave an
Just in
easy
case
one
they
because he's
get
going to
real
make the
close
hard
the
one.
guard and
Yeah.
play board.
Yeah.
Well, his wife is Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. He met her in Victoria or Vancouver, I believe. And yeah.
Beat Ben Hebert to win his world championship right in Moncton.
Moncton.
Line's good, Emma.
2, 3, 2.
Line's good, line's good, line's
And
good.
Stephanie.
Over and off. Over and off. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good.
Yeah, I did what you said earlier, Cheryl. Really hits a nerve that the guy with hammer has to really protect early to give themselves a look. There's just nothing in there. It's just a picket fence. You can't keep doing that. You're never going to get two. You might get your ones. Ones aren't going to win you anything in this game.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, nine.
Ja.
And one yellow it is.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. If you've got that last rock, open things up early so you have room to get more than one in. Mixed doubles on this Friday afternoon from London to the Western Pairs Sports Centre. As Team World gets on the board in the third. We're playing just 8 ends, and no ties will be broken. Each of these games is worth a point, and we're tied at 6 through the play this morning. Back with you again tonight, and more team play in the race to 30.5 points. And I think that's a great point to that you make.
Can't hit it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back 4,
If
back
that
8.
stone now that
Where is
that
that?
you,
Where is
because
it?
North America, Miskew and Hebert
Top 4.
have now the last rock. Had that draw by Sundgren been right down to the corner, your thought is you have to come down, move them around, get some separation so that you can possibly get more than one in there.
Yeah, like unlock that freeze, get your own stone out of the way. It's actually hurting you. It's like, you think of it this way, the team without through a center line guard, your leads come around deep, back 4. Well, you're not happy with that shot at all. So you want to try and get it out of the way, open up, make some room for you.
It's not bad.
Good stroke. I don't hate that.
Just lite tight. Nej då, bra linje. Kom här lite bara. Japp, japp. Japp. Vart är vi? Wow.
Bort.
Ja. Wow, nej, vi kan över.
And Sarah McManus can't get around.
Hate that, Emma.
Nose.
I'd like to make the roll.
It's tight for the roll, but
Lots of room.
Nose is pretty
Same weight as
good.
you
Ben's
last time?
talking about
I
that
think I need 11.
left-hand yellow. Nose, they
I don't
can't
really
roll
wanna
I
under
like that
with
you just
it.
want to freeze in there.
like the out.
Low. I like the hit. You're right, it's not easy.
I like if it hangs and I make it for them. You know what I mean? And I can't clip ours. So I think I either have to tap it with like Like back 8, back 12, or
Sure,
draw?
I like that. Play that.
So you,
Heavy draw.
okay.
Emma's been
Inside
really
edge.
aware this
Yeah,
game
inside-
of the
just
weight.
inside
Like
edge.
she's talked about it quite a bit, where I think if I throw this weight, it's going to track. And even here, Ben said hit. And she goes, you know, I think it'd be better if I threw kind of the back 8 weight.
Yeah, it's a couple times, isn't it?
Yeah, she's looking at,
We're a little
well, I
light,
could use
Emma.
my brusher. If I throw too much weight on these spots, they just don't come up. So let's throw some manageable weight.
Why overthrow it when you have Ben Hebert?
Yeah.
Well done.
Perfect.
Well done. Not enough room to roll underneath, but it's there for the tap.
Var det första du drog här också? Farten var ju perfekt.
Ja,
Det är samma som du drog här.
It's a doubles there on the out-turn side. Or do you really gamble and play the freeze? But then you have the one Emma just threw so valuable for Emma and Ben to run that in.
She's into drawing. Hello.
Boy, this is a gamble here.
At the moment, North America, Miskew, Hebert sitting the 3. They do have last draw because we play here in 4.
whoa, yep,
Bak 4.
yep,
Bak 4.
yep, whoa, yep,
Bak 4.
yep,
Bak 8.
whoa, yep, yep, yeah, what?
Oh, lost it.
It was heavy, so they were trying to get it as tight as they could. Oh boy, they can put a great big number on the scoreboard here.
Helvete. Yep,
Bak 4. Bak
yep,
8.
whoa, yep, yep, yeah, what?
You just go back for Team World. It starts with their first one. They're not getting enough curl. They're always leaving it exposed and giving Team North America a chance to kind of flop in. And
I think you need middle of 12.
Det känns inte heller, fast det får ju bra finish, men jag har inte nailat farten heller liksom. Den här.
I got all there right now.
Okay, then no. Then
How's
line's really
line?
good.
Line only.
Okay, no then. Line's really good, but not deep. Yep, line. Hard line. Where? Whoa. Pretty good.
Another one.
well, that really speaks to the shape of the ice. She had a lot more broom than Sarah McManus had. And look at the curl.
Big rotation, too, to
Yeah.
keep it out there.
1 for me, 2 for her.
Just kind of comes off that outside hard.
Sitter inte den där då?
Oh, she's perfect there. If you sweep for line.
Tror du inte?
Oh, you're mint if I sweep it.
I know, I was...
Thought I was heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 4?
Yeah, your weight is perfect.
Vad sa du?
För tunn så kommer den gå förbi.
You could play a high hard one off the one Emma just threw, hit it really thin, kick out the left yellow or left red and the right hand one, and then you'd have a lane either way to freeze because you're going to have to make a freeze in here pretty soon. Only one rock left after this one stops.
Borde gå rakt va?
You make the side double or the back double.
Yep. Whoa, yep. Yeah!
Sarah McManus.
Hård Krippa! Whoa!
Sundgren on the brush. Bang. And well done.
Very nice.
And look where that shooter rolls down to the edge of the 8 foot. Maybe something could come off and in.
So true, is there's only an in-turn draw right now, or that hit and roll off that rock.
Kan vi... Alltså vi kommer ju alltid ha då innan på egen.
Emma, if I put 2 links on that, we're by.
Exact same spot for Emma. You'd love to sit 3 here, but you can't ruin the entire end by going behind the tee line.
You can go. Room, line's good.
She was
Just
definitely good positive release on that to try to let this track a little longer.
It's not doing anything.
Totally different line here.
And Hebert just pirouettes from one side to the other, and they'll get it to the top edge of the 4. They're sitting the 3.
Way better to leave that shorter.
Wasn't that much wider. Like, it was pretty close.
A little lighter, I have to hit it a bit.
But, like, that's the difference of 2 feet.
Good shot.
I think it was just for Emma, just a smart throw. It's just she used the same ice, but she threw it a little different to try to get it her first one over curled. You just might, if you're going to throw it that way, take a little less ice.
Even a well-played hit and roll here.
I feel like you're throwing those like
Ben will have that out-turn angle.
pretty good stuff.
Final stone. Team World and Christopher Sundgren.
Whoa,
Here in 4.
Matt. Up.
McManus.
Whoa.
They get across the nose, inside roll, little roll inside. Wow. Very nice. They save their best for last.
No.
Would have liked to not have rolled quite as far.
It's all rock positioning, isn't it?
You roll just to center.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Not there.
No.
It was like back 8, back 12.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think,
How do you like edge of 4 with board?
yeah, I don't think it's going to curl. I
Okay,
think,
do you think edge of 4?
I think that's max.
Okay.
Just a quiet raise and raise tap for 2.
I think Emma's right that it's a pretty straight spot, but Ben should curl more than Emma's.
Well, maybe this is an indication because she's jumped this right away.
Yep.
Still on it.
Whoa.
Miskew.
Whoa. Yep. Talk to me, come on.
Talk to me, talk to me. What do you want me to say? How would you say 2 and 3? How does 3 sound?
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Talk to me, come on.
Whatever it takes to score the points. North America, Ben Hebert and Miskew up 6-1 after that 3 and 4, and Ben's with Brian.
Ben, this mixed doubles thing's working out pretty well, so tell us the advantage going in, you throwing the 1 and the 5 rock for this team.
Normally, I think the tradition is for the guy to throw 2, 3, 4, but they usually have the better player shooting the 3 rocks. Unfortunately, I have to swallow a little pride when I play with Emma. She's a good shooter, and she's playing great. We're making some shots, and we're getting some breaks, and that's why I'm throwing 1-5. I tell myself because I'm the lead, I throw the first draw, but unfortunately, that's not the real truth.
Team-wise, obviously, you're going to the Olympics with Kevin Cooey. He's looking sharp so far in this event. How are you guys approaching this event to get ready for South Korea?
Yeah, it's important. I mean, we're playing all these teams in the Olympics in 3-4 weeks here, so we don't come out and send a message. We're not out here for total fun and games. It's nice being part of the big team, but we got a lot of preparation to do, so we're taking it super serious. We played great so far. Kevin and Mark are lighting it up so far, and hopefully we get a healthy Langer back tomorrow, and we'll be good to go.
Good luck. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, yeah, lighting it up they are. Look at that. Miskew Hebert, 81% to McManus and Sundgren at 57%. The numbers after 4 brought to you by Ford of Canada. Proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By New Holland, equipped for a new world. And by Scotties, sponge towels, Purex and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Fight!
stone shot rock. Top four. Called off. Being in at once. Coming back. No, it won't. And they'll settle for just the one. Yes! Now Walker staying with it. Bang, bang, and away they go. Well done. And the fist pump.
You're out there, Brett.
Full four is what they need for a couple here.
Stay close.
This is the chance here in a 2-2 tie. Oh, they know this so well. Here we go. Brad Gushew's last. Land. Walker.
Go,
Out go the arms. Few more licks. Hello, world. Canada is your champion. Last year, of course, in Edmonton, and they will rematch tonight. Gushew against Dean. Dean, of course, in his preparation for the Olympics. Gushew will wear the Team Canada jacket at the Tim Hortons Brier in Regina. Tonight, 7 Eastern Time when we join you. Make a note on TSN 1. And you can see with the stones move to the side and trailing 6-1, Team World with Last Rock has elected to do the power play. So if you're not familiar, what they basically do is they take the stones, which would have been back 4 and in front, and they just move it to the wings as the team from behind, using the power play, tries to draw the play away from the center to possibly score 1, 2, maybe even 3 points.
And then you saw Ben try to play the tick on his first one, to tick their own corner guard into the rings effectively, but not quite enough weight.
You could tick again, get rid of that red one in the way, and then the yellows are wide open. That's a pretty good effort too.
She has been on fire this game.
Really has.
They're going first.
No matter what.
De gick ganska långt ifrån gard också. Spel i 7-8. Härligt leka.
That is a peach. That's an educated guess.
Nice, sweet. It felt like 11.
Well, that's what's so tricky about, you
Like,
heard Ben say educated guess. When you move those stones to the wings, nobody's been out there. There's been, nobody's thrown that draw to the corner, so that was a complete guess for Emma.
Has to be way slower, but how much?
Right. And that's what you're kind of hoping if you're the team that has enforced or affected the power play, that you're gonna get some misses out of it.
Bak 8. Bak 4.
Oh!
Bak 4.
Nej, upp!
10.
Ja.
4.
Upp! Gå! Kom igen! Långt.
Past the corner.
Det är bra, Kippa.
Sweeper? Center line with what?
Shot rock belongs to North America.
Forward, I like that.
Well, just throw down the center line so it's easy for a broom and pick whatever weight you want.
Think that's good for board? I think it's coming up towards the wings.
So do I. I would be, I wouldn't be easy board.
Okay.
I like board right up center.
Okay.
Where are they going?
Tap that back one out, Vic. This is their first chance to throw a hit with a 5-point lead. They got to move. The only one they can really get at is that back one.
So the one back edge of the 8-foot?
Yeah. The nice thing, because of Emma's brilliant come around, she's second shot there. It should come over.
Yeah, she didn't overthrow it.
And now they will sit the 2.
You heard Ben say something interesting. Use the center line as your broom and throw whatever weight. You know, a lot of players ask, or people that watch the game say, how do you know where to aim? Well, you pick the hack, or you pick the edge of 8, or you pick the S and the Scotties and the bumper. You try to pick a spot. And if you have the center line to use as your broom, then why
I'm
not?
kind of glad I did.
Yeah, good shot.
Really finished.
If you peer it, I think I could have just hit it a little bit early and it would have went nice.
Where I slid, I think it would have gone too far. And I was like, if I spill that, I'd rather roll a high side than toy with that. thing is, like, that red right now is definitely catching the 2, unless they pick it this way. So.
70. Bra fart.
Whoa.
They're going to try to unlock that buried red one that Emma put in there.
Bak 8. Bak 12.
You'll be able to roll your shooter too. Watch your shooter over to the center.
Oh!
Pretty nice.
Det är bra.
But that one of Emma's is just a game saver, isn't it? You just can't get at the darn thing.
Fin fart.
Det blir tufft.
It'll run right where you throw it. It's not going to curl an inch. Edge of button. That's maybe a little too much.
I'm going to let go hitting it.
Sure.
If it spills to the back, it spills.
Okay.
I like what they're doing here. Even though this is a peel, he really does. You pointed out, you don't need somebody holding the broom. You need Ben sweeping. He's more valuable doing that.
And away it goes.
Great pick.
Now, as well as the power play, do you notice the other thing that they've done here, this team?
Switch positions. Yeah.
So they've, you know, struggling. Sarah McManus with the 2, 3, and 4, and now they've gone with Sundgren 2, 3, and 4.
You don't see it happen often, Vic. It's a good option to have. Changes it up.
Ibland har de hängt kvar. Men jag tror där omkring.
Might make some sense, Cheryl, going forward in this case. Christopher, maybe he could be the 3-rock thrower 2, 3, and 4 every time there's a power play, and he'd have a better guess on what those spots are doing that haven't been played on.
Yeah, good point.
But you only get the 1 power play.
Right, right. But at least you got a rough idea what it's doing.
Alternative. No, yeah, I'll have a sweeper.
Yeah, I think that shot at Emma's, critical, because you usually see on power plays 3s come up, if not more than a 3. Some big ends have come up every time a team uses a power play.
All right, so we're down to final stone here for North America and Hebert to throw it. Would he mind losing everything?
Not at all.
So.
Not at all. I think that because of Emma's perfect freeze, when you all I can see is throw some weight as you're running in a North American rock, and still the most you could score for the world is a single. Just make this go away.
Hard, Emma.
Okay, you're good.
So they will sit the 2, and that's what is facing.
Good scrub.
Team World.
Emma struggled in game 1, but you know, they had a month off. We know she had that 6 rock that was a bit of an anvil. She just couldn't figure it out. So a totally different player this time around.
Ended the old power play.
You know, it's deflating for the team that used the power play. That's your one hope and chance.
Vänta. Ben. Wow. Wow.
Sarah McManus.
Låt dig jobba.
She's good.
As it just curls up and comes to the nose for a single. Power shortage. Just get 1. Remind you that the coverage of the Canadian Tire National Skating Championships continues tonight with men's and the pairs short programs. Coverage begins 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, TSN 4 and 5. What did you say? Cirque du Soleil for Christopher Swan in those pants? Maybe a double axel as he prepares for the Nationals. Odd for him not to be in the Technicolor uniform of Team Norway. Welcome back on this Friday afternoon. So the world uses their power play into not much advantage as they pick up just the single. We go to the 6th. Team North America, Emma Miskew, Ben Hebert lead at 6-2, and they once again will have the last rock playing the red stones. So their stone was at the back 4, and right down on top came the world. And a little corner, and they are the shot rock for the moment.
Sorry, and I would have tried even harder with a 4-point lead on that one to tick that guard out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Why not?
It's the only one's going to hurt you.
Feel the guard. Can you make something good?
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah. As soon as there's 5 rocks in play, you can go.
Okay. Look at this. 4-banger. Yeah, I mean, what can they make?
Well, you heard Emma reminding Ben, okay, once we play this, or once this stone is played, then we can start hitting and getting rid of things. So immediate thought is they'll go up and remove the guard and now start cleaning things up. But you're suggesting why not do the Weagle, as she and her teammate would do, Lisa Weagle, play the tick shot.
Lisa could make that shot. Just Ben can't, I guess. So he just plays the freeze.
No, it's just a good move. Really, they're gonna peel it now. So you'd think the urge would have been to do it on the last shot, just tick it over because of the rules. You can't put it out of play. Now you can.
It still surprises me that more teams haven't adopted the tick shot.
I agree. And you see some teams, but you know what I think the issue is that you need really good ice surface to play it on, and so you don't really tend to in club play or when you're spieling and playing more in a club venue. It's not as easy a shot. You have to have really good stones, so you only at this level get that consistency and those great stones to be able to play it. But at this level, I'm surprised that more of the teams haven't tried it. And I love the way the Homan team does it is they don't even just play the tick. They tap and they roll their shooter into the rings, and you know, they kind of get a defense-offensive shot out of one. Opens it up. You can see the skip sigh of relief, and they don't wait till it's the 10th end. They're doing it in the 5th or the 6th.
Lite försiktigare satt. Känns kort hake. Kort hake.
Gärna kalla lite.
Kort hake.
Gärna kalla.
Vill du gå. Okay.
Okay, whatever you want to throw.
I feel like I can let this go nose. Like the last one I had a solid half out of my hand, and then I hit like a 16th of it.
Yeah, just high side of middle is broom.
Yep. Yep. Clean. Roll it off.
And roll it off they do. Well, Team Brazil, of course, is here, and Team Canada as well because of the American Zone Challenge. And Team Brazil playing Glenn Howard for the world spot in Las Vegas. Last night, Canada exploding for a 5 or 7 in the first. They went on to win 15-1. They've played 5 this afternoon, and it's 6-1. It's a best of 5.
Det blir rätt mycket att kasta in från. De kan ju ändå lägga
Because the US is the host, they get the automatic spot in Las Vegas. So the Brazilians have challenged Canada for that spot. It's not guaranteed. Free for previous challenges by Brazil against the Americans, and they failed to win.
Can you hit that yellow one center line side, Russ, and get rid of shot red stone and then kind of sit in front?
Your shooter would stay, yeah. I think if you hit it a little bit center line side, you get rid of both reds, yellow, back red, and you'd sit 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Like just that freeze looks really like to get shot and sit in that pocket, you have to tap that. That's hard.
It's not worth it. You know, I like that shot, just a hair high side. You're going to kill a couple of your own, but you will sit 2, which is better than what you've got right now. Yeah, it's just that not the angles are really bad for the world.
Vad sa du, Adde?
17, känns bra.
It's just, I'm not sure where they can put this without setting up a double, unless they're just going to throw the guard.
I think one more guard, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Men när jag bara hakar, den är maxhake. Går du? Gå. Japp, lite mer. Wow. Räcker klippa. Bra. Jävlar vad han gled.
Ja.
Unless I do this.
Yeah, this is where you wonder if Team Canada switches gears.
You wouldn't want to put it right on the W, though, wide open. Then there's a double to sit 3.
Well, if you go here and then they go here, steal.
What about corner freeze that top yellow? Like 4-foot yellow.
Yep. Yeah, the top one, yeah. Or just peel again.
Yeah, you're probably making it. You don't need to make it. You look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, right.
Do you need to make it complicated?
I don't know if they can get like 3 on us here.
Det blir en lite pressad dragning.
Think they can?
Däremot så är frågan om...
time.
Sure.
Yeah, because see, that's, if you peel it, then do they have that shot that we just talked about?
I don't think to sit 3.
You don't think that back yellow saves on that back red?
Yes, it does. It's the top yellow. It depends where you hit. I guess if you hit it dead on, you'll sit 3.
You think they could hit to like 3 on us?
If you hit low side, it'll squirt out of there.
Like I could try to go like...
You could blast the back.
Yeah?
Is what my thought was.
Same coming out. Rick? Yeah.
And then she has to plant this.
Just you're gonna peel it, but then they might be able to lie 3, potentially, which isn't ideal to shoot against in this situation.
Yep.
But I don't know if I draw in and I leave something,
you can't find it on the red, or else it's real trouble, right?
I could try to leave it like top 12 so that they would have to come around, but if she makes that double, we're still looking at a trouble situation. Or
12 foot over there and just cover this situation.
Oh, goodness. Shot rock belongs to Tirinzoni and Tanner, so Joanne Courtney, who throws the second stones for Rachel Holman, playing with John Schuster, the skip for the U.S. Olympic team. An opportunity here to maybe put a 4 on the board.
Curl. Never the other way. Go ahead. Gotta curl. Get over.
Get over. Oh, and she just grazes it. That results, you think you're looking at 4, and you give up steal of 1.
If they think they can sit to lie 3, which I think they can, then I would play the corner freeze on that top yellow.
I'm with you, for sure. Yeah, if they knows that with big speed, they can sit 3. They just can't get to the inside and sit 3. They'd kick out their own, but...
Because I wouldn't want to look at 3.
Well, not with the way the score is.
No.
Same as they've been running.
center line or
just inside?
Again, though, you put this top button, you're going to be looking at 3 also.
Yeah, they elected to peel it.
I think that's still the safest, because even if they do make this great shot, first of all, it's got to be made. And there'll be a wide open hit, albeit against 3. But, you know, even if you hit and hold them to 1 or you steal 2, you've still got control. Plus, this has to be made.
Sexan, orkar du utklippt då? Den får ju fan mycket, alltså det kommer sitta rätt mycket där liksom.
Och därför jag funtar på lite insida, men det kommer vara ganska utspridda.
Run that back. Try to get it close to nose. This red one definitely goes out. This red one definitely goes out. This yellow is going to squirt over here a bit, possibly out of the rings. But if they get it just right, this one I'm guessing is going to be over here somewhere. They're going to have this rock over here somewhere, and the one they throw, assuming they hit it dead on, is going to be like that, which is much better than it is now. Not sure they can save that back one, but it's really the only play, isn't it?
Yeah.
The freeze is too tough.
Yeah, there isn't another option, really.
Don't think so. Dead on, and that back one should hang around.
Well, no, because then she loses her top one. But that might be her best shot. If she hits it hair low and rolls in front,
yeah, I don't know how much weight
score.
she's throwing. She's throwing a peel, or no? She's throwing like easy weight.
No, she's not.
That's like it's not, she's not whipping it.
Final stone.
Aldrig klippa.
Sarah McManus.
Right now. There's 5 rocks in play, right? Yeah.
Very nice.
Not far off your telestration.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's why she didn't throw it hard. Peel weight, that's gone. The back one's gone for sure. I think ideally you wanted a little more curl, Cheryl.
Yeah, a little bit more center line side, right?
Still, they've been in worse shape. Making Benny go against 3. Tricky too, isn't it, Cheryl? Because you've got a wide open hit. You high side, you jam it. You low side, you tick that top one, you might not get them out.
Yeah, it actually ended up in a pretty good spot for World.
Is that what you're thinking? What if I even throw hack? If I throw...
No, I think throw board.
I'm thinking hack at this hack.
I think throw board.
Okay, board weight?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yep, hard. Hard. Gotta go, gotta go.
Staying with it all the way.
It's like light. It's fine.
And the over curl, and it'll be a steal of 1.
I didn't really want to fire that.
Yeah. My peel curl back, so I can...
McManus, Sundgren, chipping away. It's day 2 of our coverage, the World Financial Group Continental Cup, Friday afternoon, and it is mixed doubles. The world team of Sarah McManus, Christopher Sundgren, both Swedish Olympians, pick up the steal of 1. So it's a 6-3 lead now as we go to 7. And Team North America, Emma Miskew, Ben Hebert. Once again, we'll have last rock. We have the Hammer playing the Red Stones.
Top 4?
Yeah. Top 8's fine.
I think Ben and Emma played the scoreboard very, very well there. They're, you swallowed their pride. They weren't too worried about a steal. You just can't give up 2 or 3. And what they did was they kept it simple. Yes, they had to hit against 3, but then Ben, I thought, threw the appropriate weight. He threw a little hack waiter. It overcurled because he threw hack. It was a steal of 1, but no more. Steal of 1 is a victory. The way the scoreboard is, they're now 3 up, 2 ends to go with Hammer. It's very good weight selection by Ben.
Jeez, I thought I took tons of ice there.
Great weight.
Yeah. Shoot.
You peel again.
Ja.
Det var här det fanns lite tendens till att det också hängde kvar lite. Ja. Men det har ju varit lite både och.
Ja. Sen bak 4, bak 8.
Bak 8 då. Det känns lite grövre.
Ja. Dra den lite mer åt.
Ja, men jag vill gärna gå.
Ja. Oh. Bara fart. Bra linje. Oh.
Gärna gå.
Ja. Ja. Gå nu.
nu! Kom igen! Gå, 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 gå!
Det är bra. Det är bra.
I'm gonna take the in, I think.
Well, the numbers are still advantage for Miskew and Hebert, but McManus and Sundgren have brought their play up from the fourth end break when it was just 57%. They're now at 71. Miskew and Hebert are up by 4. They were at 81, so they're at 85. And the 2 points since the break both belong to Team World. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland. Equipped for a new world.
Just opening it up, looking at the scoreboard. They've got Hammer up 3
Inte
points.
vicka för långt ut bara.
Nej, alltså på undsätt. Eller är det lättare att trycka den andra rakt, eller?
Det är kanske bättre vinkel då också, för då får den så.
Ja.
In mot.
Ta den då som på den sidan. Jag gillar det.
Just a reminder, we're back with you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Brad Gushue, Nicholas Zadine, rematch of last year's World Final. Won by Gushue in Edmonton. Nicholas Zadine, of course, his prep is for the upcoming Olympics. Nicholas is Brian.
Nick, you've been a part of these many times, the Continental Cup of Curling this year. Maybe a little more consideration with the Olympics coming up. How do you view this event coming in for you and your team?
We always think this is one of the most fun events you can play. We like to come back every year if we can. So I think it's for us it's a really nice build up towards the Olympics. We've had a lot of important events during the fall, and then some time off watching the trials for a few of us, and then some training. So I think this fits perfectly in the mix. Have some fun here, and then go back for some training before going to the Olympics.
I guess a good segue is tonight you take on the reigning world champion, a guy you lost to in Edmonton. Do you relish having a rematch?
Yeah, it'll be a good game, I hope, and I hope we can step up to the task and play really well against them. But the ice conditions are perfect, so I'm pretty sure both teams will have some chances, but hopefully not too many mistakes. I hope we'll get to make some good shots to maybe get a chance of winning.
What is your schedule then leading up to South Korea?
We go to Camrose to play the Slam next week, and then go back home for almost 2 weeks, I think, for some practice, and then we'll go to South Korea for a short pre-camp before going into the Olympic Village for the opening ceremonies.
Well, I think I speak for most of Canada when I say good luck in winning that silver medal at the Olympics.
Thank you.
Back to you, Vic.
Plan B.
He's one of the really nice men of curling. Nicholas Zadine, always very kind and cooperative with us. 10 times.
They're going to be guarding it.
10 times, straight times he's been here at the Continental Cup.
Went on their last one.
It's kind of an honor for most of these teams to get to come here. It's an honor. You get
Still pretty tough for them.
usually great spectators, good ice surface, be part of a bigger team.
95.
Oh.
Känns där.
Oh.
Vi är lite dutt just nu.
Oh. Behöver curla. Behöver curla.
They just can't buy those freezes, can they? Just a little bit off all day.
It's real thin. Well, Quarter Rock gets it like this.
Yeah.
There,
I don't think there's a hole.
There's a hole.
It's real small.
I don't know that you should say there's a hole. That's like saying there's water on the right.
Yeah.
That's where you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I go.
I want to hit it as soon as you can.
But you're right. It's
as you
that
got
power
a piece,
suggestion,
I'll get on
and then you're sitting in the hack now, going, well, maybe I'll be a little wider, a little narrow, so I make sure I hit one of them. That's not the process. You want to nail this thing. It's a very good opportunity to make that double go away.
Close.
Whoa.
It's really close. Close. Whoa!
Just riding that rail. Oh, she got them both.
What a shot.
Wow. Very nice, Emma Miskew. She was holding her breath, though.
Emma's got one of the biggest extensions, push, shove, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen.
Lots of rotation. It does the rock does nothing.
Still tough. He's like, if they're back to it, you can get
Benny
it.
was getting ready to brush that, and all of a sudden went right by him.
If they're dead frozen, no, but if they're ever overcurled a little, they're trying to go like
Yeah.
just back 4.
Yeah.
If you're heavy.
I'd like to score 2 here.
Yeah.
We could almost even. Wow. You probably don't risk it, eh?
What?
You probably don't risk.
There you go. Play the scoreboard and looking right at it.
Going to the power play, do you?
Well, that's an interesting point. Because we're down to the final stones here. Let's play this through. If North America, Miskew and Hebert do win or do pick up points here, they'll lose the last rock, but they still have their power play.
But they can't use it.
Unless they have last rock.
Right.
So would you in fact give it up to hold it?
We've seen teams do that, give 1 point.
I mean, that's like Skins play. Right, you give up the money to hold the last rock. Yeah. Kevin Martin did that famously, remember?
Yeah, the only thing though is if you get forced to 1 here, you're 4 up, which is I'd take my chance on that too.
Jamming. I could try to flash it and hit it straight sideways, or I can just tap it for 1. I mean, 1's pretty good. We're 4 up.
Because they've used their power play, so they can't.
Yeah, they don't have 1 left.
I don't think I can get it out.
Gone.
Well, now I'm trying for sure. Okay, in turn straight sideways.
So the challenge is from the from the bench.
Like I almost have to flash it.
Yep.
Right? Yep. In turn straight
and Hebert's
sideways.
going to try to take the skin off of this yellow one and run it that way, which is just about impossible.
But, you know, as we just talked about, even if he flashes it.
Now he's got the power play.
Yeah.
Heart.
Again, right down the line, and going to curl too much. Oh, now he'll bounce it back.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
So it will be a steal of 1.
We are going to power play.
I didn't really have a shot. I gave it a go.
As it backs up. So 1 more for
They missed it by like
McManus, Sundgren. But we're hearing talk of power play when we come back. Well, it was one of the nicer shots we've seen in the mixed doubles play. This was Emma Miskew, a really nice double.
Well, and she's picking her ice. She knows how she throws it. Look at the rotation on this. Catches it thin, gets both. She's just been on fire.
Key shot brought to you by Scotty's Tissue for any issue. Ben Hebert then tried that really thin tick and missed. Results in a steal of 1.
Yep.
6-4 North America leads it. Miskew and Hebert with last rock have now gone to the power play. So the shot rock, as you see, is now splitting both 8 and the 12-foot just in front of the tee line. Corner guard is up. And then the center line guard goes up from McManus. So trying again to draw that play away from the button.
Close. Close, Emma.
Tick shot coming down here.
Whoa!
Pretty nice.
And with the intern, you don't see that very often.
And our first final goes the way of Team North America as Joanne Courtney and John Schuster combine for a 7-3 win to pick up the point to give North America the lead, the win over Silvana Tiranzoni and Valentine Tanner.
What are they going to do? Come around this?
Come around and throw the guard again.
Just peel.
He looks like
känns där.
Given up on the center guard theory because Emma will be able to throw a peel weight at it. So I'm going to try to sneak one in on the corner of this red one.
Ja, vi känns
That's the
där.
beauty of the power play when you're winning. Everything's wide open here.
Den är bak 8. Är vi förbi? Det är bra fart.
And on the sheet A, congratulatory hug is Kate Cameron and Mark Kennedy. Win 8-5 the final, and another point for Team North America. So now up by 2 over Satsuki Fujisawa and Christopher Schwab.
Clean. Clean.
And with those 2 points, North America takes the first lead. Their first lead in 2 days of play.
Känns bara som att man vill dela upp dem lite, eller? Eller hoppas på att de går på det och så en sitter kvar och sen drar vi. Ska vi frysa där då? Ja. Så det är typ samma fart då? Ja.
Lite mindre fart.
Ja, inte mycket. Det är ju... Ja, det är helt okej att vara lite över också.
Den är bra.
Känns helt okej.
Ja, behöver kalla nästan.
Känns 4-8-4.
This is a pretty difficult way to steal with no center guards. And the forefoot's wide open for Team North America.
And it needs to steal it too.
Yeah.
They both would go if you want to chance it.
Half rock.
The speed that
Maybe
Emma
a little
can throw.
thinner than that.
Is it going into ours? Is it going into ours?
No, it's going to go over the top. It goes if you hit a third.
Okay. If I knows it, it's fine.
Yeah, you're right. One third.
Close. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, goodness.
Just a machine.
Great shooting. Emma Miskew. Wow.
Pretty big advantage when you got somebody shooting that percentage, throwing 3 stones.
And then just got that little gear effect to kick it out even more. Very nice.
Nice shot, that girl. That is a beauty.
Seems for a shot.
Unless they weld it right on, you end it. I don't have to miss another one to get out of here.
They weld it right on.
Känns ganska lika.
Okej, bra linje. Behöver kala. Bra linje. Helst upp. Oh. Ser ut att vara där. Ser ut att vara där. Oh, behöver kala.
Fin fart.
Yeah. Intern.
Let's make it go away.
And that'll do it. As Emma Miskew and Ben Hebert will pick up the win running the world. Sarah McManus, Christopher Sundgren out of rock straight to the final. 6-4 as they'll pick up another point. And for the first draw, this is the first sweep by either North America or Team World. They lead it 9-6.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years, by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, when you have a player curling 95%, as Emma Miskew did, it certainly helps. And they started well with a couple, then the steal and that 3 is a big difference as Team North America wins it 6-4. Game summary brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. It may have been mixed doubles, but nothing mixed about the result, as it was all North America as they pick up the full 3 points to extend their lead to 9-6. We're back with you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Brad Gushue, Nicholas Edin. Gushue preparing for the Tim Hortons Brier, where he will be Team Canada. Nicholas Edin in his preparation for the Olympics in Pyeongchang. That's when we join you again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, on this second day World Financial Group Continental Cup, here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.